Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. Got all my stuffs. Friday. Okay, it's gonna be a late start, but I tried to get a hold of a client last night to see what the deal was gonna be for today. I couldn't get a hold of him last night, couldn't get a hold of him this morning. And my other client was like, well, if you can come over here, I got something for you to do over here. So, more drywalling and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll go there. So I called, I left 2 messages. And it didn't snow that much, but of course, as soon as I decided to go to the other client, it started snowing. So, it'll probably be one of those days where it snows a whole bunch. And you'll be like, why didn't the guy show up? He said he was going to show up when it snowed. And he didn't show up because I went and worked for somebody else. It's like, you're supposed to work for me. And you didn't work for me. Why'd you do that? And you're like, well, I thought, and I thought wrong. Yeah. So at least my door wasn't frozen this morning. Yesterday, wasn't really cold, but there was just a wind all day. And the door froze again at my client's place. I got it open, but it was just, got the chainsaw with me again today, so 2 days in a row I'm using the tree piranha, not the big boy, but probably, well, if it gets cold and we're done that drywall and stuff, I'll probably end up with cutting down a few trees. But I gotta wait till there's like really, I gotta wait till it's like the ice is really thick, so I could safely cut the trees and follow the trees on that ice. And then I gotta wait till it's warm enough that I'm not freezing my butt off or hurting my chainsaws. you know, that type of thing, right? So kinda have to get like a week or 2 of like really cold, and then so I know the ice is nice and thick, so that when we get the first nice kind of day, I'll go and follow the trees. And so far, we had up yesterday. My chainsaws have made, although I didn't do much work with it yesterday, just enough to say I did work with it, and probably again if I use it today. I made about $650 out of the $2,001. That's only a couple of jobs with those saws, so they're going to be a really good return on investment. Of course, the new MS400.1 is out, and it's an even better saw than my MS400, but I don't really care. Like, it's like I really like my MS400. I haven't gotten to use it enough. So I got to get some gas. I'm gonna put $50 in there today. So far January, this 3 days in a row, January 1st, 2nd, and 3rd that I've been working, so not doing too bad. Although it is kind of cold. I ran over my parking brake yesterday. I forgot one of the blocks of wood under the tire. I was like, whoops. Wasn't supposed to do that. It's shovel's sticking out pretty far there. So I took my shovels and scoops and everything out so nobody steals my chainsaw gas. We'd be in the park this morning. Yeah, it's pretty good snowing now. Like, I called my client and said, oh, it barely snowed, so I'm not going to bother showing up. But I couldn't get a hold of him. Usually he calls me back, so hope everything's okay. We're driving on a glazed donut there right now with this stuff. And I got to go. Tomorrow I gotta go to my buddy's mom's for Christmas dinner. I won't stay too late because I really don't want to this thing break down in the dark, especially on that stretch of highway. So yeah, it's got a new vehicle. Yeah, so I don't know. It was minus 10 or so. Well, I'm gonna turn this on now. Then we're about to get whited out. Hopefully he's on his side of the road. I know that truck because his light's always out. So, oh yeah. It's a young lad too. He's not that old. I don't know if that's his truck or... I think it's his truck. Like, so... Good for him. Yeah, see, this is not slushy stuff. This is just like alpine air right now, so it's cold, dry. I prefer the cold to dry. I just don't like the whiteout factor. So you can't see where you're going. But this windshield's a lot better than what's in my Civic, though. So yeah, we got the drywall this morning. Oh, there he is. I wonder if he just got back or if he's just leaving. I told him I had to go for provisions and gas, so I might meet him at the gas station. That's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. Yeah. See, it looks like the sun wants to come out. I think it's gonna be like yesterday, just dry and cold and windy. Like this week has been, well, it started off raining and mild. Right around New Year's Eve. I guess we got our January thaw early. And, which is usually never a good sign, because if you get your January thaw early, it usually means the rest of January is usually pretty darn cold. And, if I can get a few days in, and it's like this, it's not so bad. Like the place that I'm working in isn't heated, but you can get it. We can get a heater out to it if we need to. It wasn't bad in there yesterday. I was able to. But the thing is you need the door kind of open so you can see what you're doing because there's no light. And that, so as long as it's not too windy, I should be able to leave the door open again today, because it is warmer in there with the insulation. I'm pretty much done with the insulation. Got about 3/4 of a bag left, which I'm going to use on the ceiling, and then go from there.